Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to the second episode of Urban Empire. We're just basically continuing on with the campaign, so let's go ahead and close that window down. We'll allow the game to continue running. The Physiocratic Party appeal, National Cerulean Party vote, modify taxes. I wonder how that's going. Can we go back and check that at any time? Looks like we can. Can we see which direction the vote is going in? Or do we have to actually click on that vote? We have to click on that vote. So these guys are sort of swinging more towards... well, which one is this? This is the National Cerulean Party. The Free Democratic Party is very much against it. The Physiocratic Party, we know we're all happy anyway, but it's these guys we want to try and influence here, isn't it? I think I influenced the guys that were already sort of voting the right way. So maybe these guys we want to try and plead with them as well. Let's arrange a private meeting with the party chairman. See, that's pushed them a little bit in the right direction. So we can't do any more actions with them. That is kind of locked. We could go and sort of get these guys to get on board, but really what would be the point? Could we get them all the way up here? Probably not. Probably only need the support of 2. So let's go back to the city. We'll just speed things up a little bit. So what's the... Oh, I was trying to wonder what some of these icons were that were going on there. Because there are certain services we are missing. We don't have any sort of police or anything like that at the moment. It's a little bit strange with the tilt. That's the sort of shallowest angle that you can use. Preparations for the votes have now been completed. The City Council can now vote on the proposal. You can still appeal to parties if you want to, but the game will remain paused until voting is finished. Proceed to the City Council for the vote. So let's go down here. Oh, we just click on that, basically. So we can still appeal to parties here. Can we appeal to you again? Let's just keep pleading. Let's go, most citizens agree with this. Let's push them a little bit further away. I think we'll leave these guys there. But let's just go and begin voting and see how it works out. Hopefully it's going to go in our favour. It did pass. Only just, but it did pass. Okay, well, that's all we need, really, for it to go our way. So, I guess now we go back to the city view screen. So now we'll have a few more taxes coming in. Now those taxes, I imagine, will go into the city's personal funds. So where do my own personal funds come from? I can see that the city's getting income from taxes. But where are my own personal funds coming from? It's like a sort of a wage that I get paid, but I can't tell where.
The porch light is burnt out, and I can't see whether it's dark outside or not.
So we've got gas infrastructure. So we can now get street lighting, gas lighting, cobblestone road surfacing. Chemicals. Guess we need to select a new invention. Let's go for police stations. So we'll go for thermodynamics because I have seen like an icon that looks like a sort of a crime symbol a few times. So you've unlocked an infrastructure upgrade. These are upgrades to districts that provide various benefits and bonuses to a district's residents and companies. Infrastructure upgrades can be added when creating a new district or added later by modifying an existing one. So select the district. We want to modify the district. This is the infrastructure view. Some of the infrastructure can be built right away. Others require infrastructure grid before they can be built. Some infrastructures provide wheel of life values to citizens and other things that the companies require. Click on the gas grid. So that's the road infrastructure. This is the gas infrastructure. So one of the company's main infrastructure demands, electricity, also unlocks a lot of other infrastructure options for other districts. So it'll cost us 250k, that's a lot of money, and has a running cost of 12k a month. So let's go ahead and activate the grid. Now that you can see some of the new items appeared on the list, if you want, you can add them as well. Some companies need the grid to operate better, but the other infrastructure items will usually also help the residents. Once you're ready, proceed to the vote. So we could put on gas street lighting if we wanted. but it's probably more than we can afford. And what are these things here? Oh, decorated, so we can actually increase, but obviously that'll really bump the cost. So if we want to confirm that, that's 375k, which we can't actually afford. But let's try and go for it anyway. Confirm services. And proposed district. So we want a normal vote. And we'll need to start trying to convince some people to get on our side. So we want to appeal to these guys, the Cerulean Party. We've only got one goodwill here. Voice your opinion in the City Council. Let's go and do that. As reasoning was sound, the party agreed guarded support. So let's increase support a little. We don't have a lot of goodwill with them. What about these guys? These guys are against it. Let's go and demand with them. Oppose this issue and you... Right, this decision will give us a better tomorrow. Let's push them a little bit in our direction. Didn't have that much of an effect on our goodwill, actually. That worked quite well for us. But that is going to be locked for a while. Now, these guys, I think, are all on our side anyway. So I don't have to worry too much about those. So let's go back to the city screen. And hopefully we can go back and influence them again before that vote is ready. Can we make any more appeals? Because these guys are still a little bit too far in the wrong direction. Let's go and... it is your duty to vote yes. That's tipped it in our favour a little bit more. That cost us a lot of goodwill. Now we don't have much goodwill with them. And these guys, we'd also like to... praise the positive effects behind your position. There we go. That's sort of pushing them into the swing vote area. So we might have gained a few votes. If it passes, it's looking like it'll only just pass, though. The vote is almost ready to begin. We want to try and swing people over a little bit more. We don't have any goodwill with these guys. Stand with me and vote yes. So it's actually damaging our goodwill. And I don't think we need to do any more with these guys. They're in the positive. Let's just go ahead and begin the voting. And hope we get lucky. That's slightly in our favour at the moment. Yeah, again, see, it was in our favour, but only just. So that's that done. Okay. So now we've got a few problems because we're in negative money. At least the city has negative money right now. But this is going to upgrade a lot of the infrastructure. So businesses booming glass. And I guess the gas has helped that. Budget monthly balance. We're actually losing money here. Yeah, each month we're losing money. Water Pollution Act. It is hereby proposed that the Anti-Water Pollution Act be enacted. Guess we want to support that. A newspaper has appeared. You should always catch up with the latest headlines to know what is happening in the world around you. The news on the left side of the newspaper is always something important. Okay. So, deputies concerned about water pollution, new laws on the way. Many members of the Imperial Council have voiced their concern about the state of the nation's water supply. Many industries have been dumping poisonous liquids and lead into waters for years, and their effects are beginning to show in our children. The Liberal Rights is opposing these laws, saying that they will only restrict our companies' natural growth, and the markets will guide the companies without restrictive norms. And then I guess all the rest of it is just... Oh, family switching from ceramic cups to glass. Okay. The Emperor of today viewed so-called locomotives which are powered by steam. The clergy applaud them as an exemplary work of God. So we're still losing money. So which is literal fame. Reactions submit. Society mock the quality of the narrative. Right, yeah, it's the same old stuff. Right, anti-water pollution. So that is going to be a vote. Yeah, we are losing a lot of money. So can we afford to raise taxes here? And to propose taxing. We really need some more money coming in at the moment. So let's propose this taxing change. Before we end up bankrupt. And we really need to get some people on board. Hopefully get some more people in the right direction. Still have negative goodwill on this side. Oh, we got an achievement. So, okay, let's go back to the city screen. Yeah, because at this rate we're going to end up bankrupt. And what happens if you run out of money? Business in paper is booming. I think we can do another round of appeals here if we're lucky. Yeah, and that's not a lot of goodwill. Let's go and invite the party leader to dinner. That's gone a bit more in our favour. And with this one, let's go and... yeah, I think we'll be good on that one. So we should be able to now improve or increase the taxes. Hopefully that'll get us out of the deficit. Council is ready to vote. So let's just begin the voting. Seems to be going a lot in our favour. Maybe I overcooked that one. Yeah, I really needed that to pass though. So, good. Apparently it still wasn't enough though. We still have a deficit.
Thus, from this slight and very short experiment, we may understand and judge of the mighty and wonderful laws of the heavens and the nature of winds.
So now we've got steam power, police stations, clothing stores, and railway stations. Let's go for this thing, actually. Anything going to give us more... alcohol licensing, tobacco licensing. This thing could give us some more money, so let's start researching those things. Again, what are these individual things around here? Are these individual things we could unlock? No, those are just the little extra bits around them, I suppose. There are quite a few different tech trees. Can you zoom out by era? Yeah, you can. So that's the second era, and then the third era, and then the fourth era, and then the fifth era. So the tech tree is actually a lot bigger than it looks. There's a lot of stuff there. So let's go back to the city screen. You've discovered an invention that unlocks an institution. Institutions are different from municipal services in the sense that their service range covers the entire city. They can also be upgraded later on. Go to the service building menu and add the institution you've unlocked. You do realise that these things are costing me a hell of a lot of money, right? Click on the institution and place it on the map to provide bonuses to the whole city. Maybe the game just doesn't care that I'm... You want me to put it there? Is that literally the only space I can put it? Maybe the game doesn't actually care that I'm losing money because it's on, like, tutorial mode. Okay, let's go ahead and place that there. Confirm institution. We'll go for a normal vote. I like how we've got a vote for it, even though we've already got the building sort of placed, as it were. And everyone is against this. Even these guys are against it. Doesn't seem like we're going to be able to swing these guys over much. -4 goodwill with you. 0 goodwill with you. Oh, that threat really worked a lot, didn't it? We lost a lot of goodwill for doing so, but, I mean, it really, really pushed them up. You the one we've already flipped. Yep, what about you? Let's just go. So, I guess the harder you go, the further it will push them in your direction, but it'll cost you more goodwill to do so. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to get that one to pass, I think, which might not be a bad thing, given the fact that we don't really have an awful lot of money. The railroad is being built to Kaiserhafen, and soon there'll be trains enabling the fast transport of people and goods. Who knows what kind of changes this might bring? How do you feel about the railroads? Trains are transportation of the future. Every citizen should have access to trains. I dislike them. I've heard they're dangerous. Every citizen should have access to trains. While taking a walk, you will stop to look at the railroad station and construction site. The beautiful building is soon finished, ready to serve all kinds of travellers. Okay. I mean, is it going to pass, or... Lack of confidence. What's going on here? The Physiocratic Party councillors complain that the Three Democratic Party is untrustworthy. What is your response? Well, are the Free Democrats voting my way? You mock the Free Democrats as well as the other councillors. So, get some goodwill with one party, but lose... Oh, and lose some appreciation. How has that had an effect on anything? Yeah, we really need to get... everyone's going to vote against this. But we're not making any money, so maybe we just let it fail. See, the thing is, the tutorial is sort of telling me to... I really hate this really steep angle. I want to be able to tilt the camera further down so I can see more from, you know, a lower angle. But that's as far as it'll go. But yeah, we can't really afford to do this. Vote on the new institution. I'm not even going to begin trying to swing these guys over. We don't have much goodwill with them anyway, so let them all vote no against it. Voting ended and it was unsuccessful, which we fully expected to happen. And yeah, the railway station now goes away. But we're not losing as much money now either, which is good. So what do these symbols indicate? See, nothing has actually told me what these icons represent. Does that mean that their business is failing? Gotta give me a hint, game. This is supposed to be the tutorial mode. Anti-water pollution is ready to vote. That looks like it's all going to go positively anyway, without us having to really do anything to influence it, so that's fine. So yep, that all passed, which is going to increase people's happiness quite a lot. And maybe that's a good thing, because maybe that will mean we'll get more people moving in, and therefore there'll be more people to pay taxes. So the Imperial Council has approved a series of edicts restricting water pollution and enforcing sensible water pollution laws. The laws are monitored by the new Ministry of Environment, and infractions are subject to fines. A deputy from the Kingdom of Hungary remarked, "Finally, our children can drink water without fear of poisoning themselves. The laws will take a few years to take effect." Okay. And yeah, that has improved a few things. The world is entering a boom that shall never end. Despite all the others having done so, an economic boom is simply when everything everywhere is going well. Productivity and sales increase, trade grows and accelerates, sometimes even wages increase. Most economists refer to this as a bullish market and warn that booms and busts just come in cycles. Well, that's probably true. We are still losing money though. So my question is there anything we can do to directly influence that other than just trying to bump up taxes? Can we go ahead and create another district? Probably not one that we could afford, because we'd have to do it with our own personal money. Let's just wait for the safety authorities to pass. Maybe that will give us something that we can actually use. We do have an economic crisis here. The economic situation is worrying. If you don't do something, your career as mayor might be cut short. Send a letter to the Emperor. Let's pay a visit to Vienna. So you got an audience with the Emperor, convinced him to grant you more funding. So we get a ton of money. Prestige political capital, we lose a lot of that. But we get some points towards the pessimist trait. But that was a fair bit of money. We're actually making money now as well.
Safety doesn't happen by accident.
So this allows us to get clinics, we can ban prostitution, we can license alcohol and tobacco. And, you know, we could work on to... Well, rights of man, what would that give us? Workshop, raise workshop wages, city curfew, ban gambling. We've got sanitation, free fire brigade, financial aid, water pipe, parks, pharmacies. Well, let's do the telegraph. We might as well get all of the sort of cheaper ones done first. Go to the city council. Choose the edict view. Go to the available edicts view. Choose an edict. So let's go for tobacco licensing. This edict info shows the changes this edict would cause, the price of pushing it through, and political compass showing party support or opposition. So sales demand would go up. Change in monthly city fund expenses. See, now does that mean the expenses would go up or down? And again, a lot of these icons aren't actually telling me what they are and what they do. I'm just seeing icons here with nothing to... You know, even if I mouse over, there's no pop-up to tell me what these icons represent. You know, am I sort of expected to just instantly know what these things do? Mind you, if we read it here, it says, placing the sale of tobacco products under strict control might be good for the public policy while also providing the city some additional income. So let's go ahead and propose that. Looks like most votes will go our way. Possibly. We don't have a lot of goodwill with these guys. You have modern ideas about city planning. In your visions, both architecture and infrastructure match the needs of the people. But when you send your plans to the Emperor, his answer is a strict no. Instead, he wants wide boulevards and grand buildings to reflect the glory of the Empire. What will you do? Reason with the Emperor. You sent the Emperor a detailed letter explaining why your model is the best. You received no reply, but two imperial officials who travelled all the way from Vienna ensure that you fulfill the Emperor's orders. Oh dear. Maybe we should have just listened. He did give us a lot of money after all. So tobacco licensing. Let's go ahead and... Actually, most people seem to be in favour. If we can just appeal to this party just a little bit. That's probably going to be enough to tip that over, and we don't need to worry too much about doing any more there. So slavery banned. We're not really too bothered about all of that. So hopefully, I mean, the good thing is now, yeah, we don't have a lot of support in the city. We've got low prestige. Again, what does prestige do? Measurement of the personal leverage you can employ for political actions. Prestige is obtained through passing proposals, resolving events, and staying in power. So yeah, we've lost quite a bit of that. And our party support is not great either. On the plus side, though, we are making money. Looks like the vote will go in our favour, so let's wait for that to go through. Actually went through by a long shot, I needn't have worried. So that will make us some money. So what about if we also tried to push through alcohol licensing as well? Just gain us a little bit of extra money. Let's go ahead and propose that. And again, it looks like it'll mostly go in our favour. Let's just go ahead and threaten you guys to... Well, that didn't help as much as I was hoping it would. I guess we will try and push you a little bit in our direction. I'm guessing that'll kind of go through. It looks like it will. But I'm going to go and pause the game there because we're over the 20-minute mark. And then when we come back next time, we shall continue with Urban Empire. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you are still enjoying this series. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.